So right here, right now, I want you to ask yourself a question in your mind. You can just close your eyes and let this video play for a second. How do I see myself? What kind of person am I? Say that question in your mind right now. What kind of person am I? How do I see myself? Who am I? And don't big this up. You know, you've just watched me kind of like rant with a bit of confidence. Don't say, yeah, I'm a really sick guy. Genuinely, think about your habits, especially the bad ones. Think about them. Think about what you want to improve on. And then truly see like a summary of who you are in your mind. A realistic summary. Chances are, if you are watching videos like this identity of yourself that you're thinking of right now, this summary that you've just built up, this, you know, like flashes of your habits that you've just built up, chances are it's gonna be kind of negative. You know, if you were an amazing, positive guy, then, you know, you probably wouldn't need to watch a video about how to cure bad habits, would you? So it's probably gonna be kind of a negative perception of yourself. You might see yourself as somewhat of a loser, certainly not a winner. You might see yourself as the kind of guy who's been struggling to get girls, who feels a little bit lonely, the kind of guy who's maybe a little bit addicted to video games and junk food and, you know, all these things. You know what's interesting? We've never considered this, and it seems crazy to think this, and hopefully you can just understand what I'm about to say. You may be addicted to video games, not because, you know, you've been playing them for so long, so now you're just built up an addiction of them, but maybe because you see yourself as a gamer. Does that make sense? It may not have been our actions that actually caused us to get here. It may actually have been our identity, our self-image that caused us to get here. There's a slight difference. Most people think that all you need to do is just take action, don't they? Yep, just take action, just take action. But a guy who sees himself as a fat man who takes action, okay, he'll take action for a week and he'll lose 1 pound of fat, but he was 270 pounds before. He's 269 pounds. He doesn't look any different. He doesn't even feel any different. He still sees himself as a fat man. And so what is a guy who genuinely believes that he is a fat man going to eventually do, which aligns with his personality and his perception of himself? Well, he's gonna go reach for that junk food within a week, isn't he? He's not gonna be able to stay onto the good habits he's doing. But what if this same guy who considers himself to be a fat man closed his eyes every single day for 5 minutes and started to see his body transform and his athleticism improve to the point that he no longer saw himself as a fat man, but rather an athlete? And what if this same guy started to say to himself, even at 270 pounds, even at 30% body fat, he started to say in his mind, I am an athlete. I am an athlete. I am an athlete. What if he started to surround himself with athletes? What if he started to consume the content of athletes and be like, yep, I'm just like this guy. So this athlete, he wakes up and he has a protein shake every day. Okay, I'm gonna wake up and have a protein shake every day because that's what athletes do. I'm an athlete now, so athletes have protein. Okay, so what if he started to do the identity shift first in almost like a delusionary way, in almost like, you know, a silly way? He's 270 pounds, he's fat. He genuinely, objectively is fat. But if he started to just see himself as an athlete, he would probably make more progress than he's ever done before. And what about you? What if, in a silly way, just like this guy, what if you close your eyes and every single day take 5 minutes to start to see yourself as a Chad, as one of those guys that actually gets the attraction of girls? What if you genuinely start to believe that you are that kind of guy and you start to form this very strong belief like, yep, yes I am. I'm a Chad, I'm a Chad, I'm a Chad. I'm the guy who gets a lot of girls. A lot of girls are attracted to me. Of course they are. And you start watching some YouTube videos of some guys who look like Chads and you see how they dress and how they talk to girls. You start following, if you've got Instagram, you start following like some guys who look like Chads, and, you know, you see like they've got girls subtly in the pictures. You know, okay, this is the kind of caption that a Chad puts onto his picture. And this sounds cringe, obviously, but just what if you just did this? You don't have to tell anyone that you're trying to become a Chad. You don't have to, you know, publicize this. But what if you just did this? What if you stopped seeing yourself as the loser who struggles to get girls, and instead you just started to pretend 5-10 minutes a day, you'd close your eyes and just started to think, yep, I am a Chad. Yeah, that girl who I've got a crush on, no, she's got a crush on me. She's just really nervous. What if you started to think for yourself? What if you started to actually think positive thoughts? Because I can tell you from experience, that's one of the strongest things you can ever do in your life. You know what I just said specifically? Like, imagine that girl that you've got a crush on. Destroy this thought in your mind, like, yeah, I've got a crush on her, and she's, no. Change that thought to, yeah, she has a crush on me, but she's just nervous. And I promise you right now, that's one of the best pieces of dating advice you'll ever get in your entire life. If you plant that thought in your mind, no matter how silly it is, even if you're unattractive, you are slightly more likely to attract her because you have the right belief set. Now, you probably have a lot of work to do. This isn't to say, you oh yeah, just, think that you're a 6'7" muscular guy and it's suddenly gonna work. Of course not. But your beliefs, your identity, your self-image leads to the consistent long-term action that causes you to be there. I, at age 17, 18, 19, saw myself as a leader. I started to see myself as like a guy who had elevated his status in the social hierarchy. And so I started to put the work in for that. And it wasn't amazing, but it started to come true. Age 19, when I first started to actually date girls, I started to see myself as like one of these chads that has multiple girls for him. And then I started to act like it. And I started to go to the gym and become a little bit more attractive and take better pictures for Tinder and Instagram. And it started to become true. I didn't suddenly just become like a 10 out of 10. My eyelid shape didn't change so I had like hunter eyes or anything. No, none of that changed. Interestingly, the results that I had in life started to change because I started to believe I was that guy. There's a mystery to all this. And this line of thinking for me has come from the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. I've done a video of it on my channel, which you can go and find if you click on this link right now. I think it's one of the most important books that you may ever read. You've been pulling this side of the rubber band for so long, and you know so many other people who just keep pulling, and then snap back to normal. Okay, let's try again. Another kind of diet. Maybe keto or carnivore will work for me. Snap. Okay, this year we're really gonna get serious. I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna lose 17 pounds this month. Snap. Change this. Change your self-image. And the two ways to do that is through visualizations and affirmations. Close your eyes and just keep saying that you are this person that you want to be. I close my eyes now and I will say to myself, I am a fighter. I'm excellent at fighting. I'm so good at fighting. I'm so disciplined that I go to multiple MMA sessions per day. I had my first amateur fight and I walloped the guy. And none of that's even true. Literally, I've not even had my first amateur fight. But what if I just start to imagine? What if I just create like a mental movie of myself? I'm in the ring right now. The stadium is packed. Everyone's watching. Sam's by my corner. Everyone's taking pictures. There's flashes of cameras. My girl is there staring and I can't get beaten up in front of her. The guy's right in front of me. I just noticed that every time he goes for a jab, he pulls his arm back a little bit too slow. Oh, he's done it again. If he does it one more oh, he's about to jab again. He throws the jab and I already know what to do. I'm gonna smack him hard with my right elbow. He drops to the floor. In first person view, I am in the middle of the ring. Everyone's going crazy. Whoa, a bunch of my fans are here. We're all watching Hamza's first fight. And it feels good to be a winner. I feel the feeling of what it would be like if I was there right now having accomplished this. And every time you do one of these visualizations, even though it sounds silly, like I've just told you what mine is, and it sounds kind of cringe, doesn't it? It absolutely does. So don't tell anyone that you're doing this because it sounds cringe and people will make fun of you, but the truth is, it works. I wouldn't normally, be around like someone I've just met and tell them, yeah, I'm dreaming of being a fighter right now, but I'm just kind of telling you just so it's for your benefit. But you don't have to tell anyone you're doing this. What if just 5 minutes every morning when you wake up, you think about the most ideal scenario for you, the grade that you want in school, the job promotion that you want, the success that you want in your business, the physique that you want, the lifestyle that you want, the women that you want. What if you see the moments of success, not the moments of desire, but the moment of success? You don't pretend that, oh yeah, there's a girl and I've got a crush on her. No. You see that girl with a smile on her face handing you back your phone with her number in it. You see literally you getting this piece of paper that shows your grades and it's exactly what you wanted. You see that acceptance letter into the university that you wanted. Why don't you just go and enjoy that feeling of being a winner for 5 minutes a day? And you will undeniably find that it will start to creep into your day-to-day life. And you will just start to act and believe and think exactly like that guy. This is the greatest long-term strategy for destroying bad habits and power leveling the good.